Mr. COC, and I'm back with another episode of the Before You Go podcast. If you can kind of hear some reverberation, that is because I am in my living room watching stuff on the big screen and taking care of these punk dogs because I love them. So I have a few videos that I want to cover today, some new releases, because we had a whole bunch to say the least, we had Stray Kids, Loona, who else? Stray Kids, Loona, Aspa, with their English version. We had the debut of La Pellis, right? La Pellis, I believe that's how it's pronounced. We had Classy, also Kepler. Nayeon finally had her solo release. So we've had a lot of excitement, and actually, those are gonna be some of the main ones I'm gonna cover. I'm gonna cover Kepler with. I'm gonna cover Stray Kids. I'm gonna cover Loona, and then I'm gonna cover Nayeon. Okay, so yeah, just and more. Is there anything going on in K-pop news right now? Just a bunch of concerts coming over here to the U.S., causing all kinds of chaos and emptying a lot of bank accounts. I don't know how many of my friends are going to one concert or another. Myself personally, I will be attending the Idol concert when it arrives here in Texas. Just because Idol is one of my top groups, despite Q being the trash they are. And of course, Soyeon was my ultimate for so long. I still consider her ultimate too. Don't get me wrong, but it's just, yeah, like I said, with Cube Entertainment, I just, when they just did something else too, of recent. What happened? They did something else too, and I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly why they are just the ultimate trash company now. They took Pledis's and TS's spot of being a complete or the absolute garbage company to go be with. Oh, I can't remember what they did. They did something. I can't remember. They did it with one of their idols. I can't remember. I saw the news just a couple weeks ago. But I can't remember. I do apologize. Something happened though. And Cube as always didn't do crap about it. And just, yeah, man, it's just horrendousness. So screw them. What else? What is new? Yeah, just a bunch of concerts. They have a K-Con happening here in the U.S. too. Apparently, it will be coming around to the Texas side with, I believe, a Dallas and a Houston date. The only trouble is apparently it doesn't seem like it's going to be as big of a venue as LA's. And it doesn't seem that they're going to have the full crowd that will be here, that like they are in LA. So I mean, it's still, let's see. We have to see who shows up. Just it is a lot of chaos happening. Now that I guess K-pop's coming back, or that and COVID as well. COVID's kind of died. It hasn't really died off, but because now they're kind of lifting up the restrictions that they had for so long. So yeah, now everybody's just taking their opportunity to just put tours out and come here to the U.S. And try to get as many people involved, because who knows what's gonna happen by next year, because apparently it's making a resurgence, and all these stupid new variants and everything, and just we can't really catch a break. But that's what's going on in the news right now that I could think of. Pretty much. I I don't know if I mentioned, but apparently Squid Games is has in their season 2. I can't remember if I mentioned in the last episode. But they did announce that there will be a season 2, so this is gonna be super exciting. I can't wait to see that. You know. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna get into it. So first off, like I said, I'll be reacting to Kepler with Up, which was their latest comeback, and just out of full context, they are one of my favorite up and coming groups. With Purple Kiss and Stacy, pretty much. I know Trevi's up there too on my list. So, they just they're with this comeback, the sophomore release. It still had a heavy hit to it. With Wadada, you had more, I want to say, kind of more like a maturity side to it. With the debut, I mean, it still was very innocent in its own right, but at the same token, it had a bit of like mature innocence, I guess you could say. But with Up, we just had a straight shot of absolute cuteness is what I'm saying. And it was just very refreshing and very cute. Like I said, cutesy, and it was a very summer vibe style song. And where everything is, it's very popish. It just has a lot of electronic synths to you. And throughout the song, you got a real nice bass in it. But yeah, just the music is very upbeat, and it's very kind of fast paced. So it does get your body moving. So yeah, with Up, just a very is a summer vibe. Kind of starts off with I believe it's electric. It's probably electric keyboard or something, or some kind of instrument in that sense. Maybe like an electronic, maybe like an organ or. I think it's mainly a keyboard. I don't think it's a piano style. I think it's more keyboard based. And then it starts off with Nayeon singing, and it just it kind of has a very soft feel as as they say their parts, and then but once it gets into the rap, so you'll have the first verse or pre-verse, and then it gets into a rap section. First off is Hikaru, and I her part I really love. And then hers ends with Nayeon. Nayeon just kind of repeats one of the lines that Hikaru finishes. And that might be one of the like memorable lines that happen. And then it goes into the chorus, or not the chorus, but like the pre-chorus, and like, here we go, and it kind of slows down a little bit. The tempo slows down just a little bit. It was like, here we go, and then the song kicks in. The chorus, and the chorus just goes, jumps into it. It's upbeat, da 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 da, and it just, it does. It gets you pumping again. And another thing too is that what I find interesting is that it looks like some of the choreo during the chorus actually kind of sinks in with like how the song plays out. Like where the parts where it's kind of fast paced, they do little motions that kind of fit into it, and then when you have a part or a note that's like kind of a little bit elongated, they play into it. And it fits in so well, and I really, that was really eye-catching to me, to be able to see that. And it just, it goes on to the next verse. The second verse kind of plays more of Nayeon and Hikaru I guess that one's primarily, supposed to be like an extra rap verse in it, and because then they have their little subsection, and then it goes into Daeon's rap, and she says her part, and then it kind of gets slowed down again, and goes back into the here we go, and then goes back into the second chorus, and then with the third, with the finalizing of it, the whole melody completely like switches up a bit. It does get soft. It gets a little bit more melodramatic, just like the ooh, da 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 da, ooh, where they're just like you have Eugene and you have a Bahi. Oh my god, I can't believe I still can't say her name right. I'm sorry, Mama. No, but yeah, no, like, oh my god. Well, I'll talk about that right now, actually. But yeah, just it just slows down a little bit. It gets a little bit soft and just very, very like a dreamlike stance. And then, and then it comes at the very end. It's just, new, but and then it just goes into a real nice dance break. Mostly, mostly it's the like the EDM style sounds that play off as they're doing their little dance break, and it's just a nice little finishing touch, and then it finishes with like pretty much like the last of the chorus, and then of course the song just ends with up, and that's it, just very it's a very refreshing song. It just it does bring it brings a smile on my face. Um, but yeah, I just wanted my main thing what I wanted to say was just oh my goodness, Eugene and Shouting just they look so breathtaking. I really love with Eugene where she's wearing that and that section where they're kind of like on planets and like they're really dressed up, a little bit more glamorous. And I just love that headpiece that Eugene wears, and I mean she just looks out of this world, honestly. So I just really this song gets I'm gonna say a 4.5 out of 5. For me personally, I was really blown away by it. I need to hear the rest of the album. I heard that the album itself as well was very well produced, so I definitely want to check that out. Even the music video. If you watch the music video is so cute and playful, very vibrant in color. Just very eye catching, and you'll love it if you like those little, summery songs. And you're just like very upbeat. Trust me, you're gonna like this song. So I really hope you enjoy it. I saw Maniac, but it kind of blends into that style of music where it's very EDM based and just a lot of instrument progression in it, but as well the vocals that they provide are just outstanding in it as well. With Circus, it just it kind of has like I said it was like a screech synth, kind of like wing 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 wing. Kind of like that sound. I wouldn't know what that is. I'm pretty sure it's just a standard synth that was created into it. But it just fits in, and of course the setting of the music video is at a circus as well. So that was actually very fitting of it. And just so the song itself starts off a little bit slow. It's still kind of a bit fast beat and everything, but just like the vocals with it, it kind of just it starts kind of like warming you up into it. And then once of course the chorus drops, it's a very mesmerizing vocal, just talking to my home, like I said, just that wing 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 wing, that little synth in the back, just adding a little extra depth to it, and then just kind of like as well, like part of like the pre-chorus that they have, and just like wing, 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 man. It was very entertaining to me, honestly. I'm glad I picked this to react to because this is a very good song for me. This is a great song to have playing. And just at the end, at the end of like the song as well, they kind of do like playing like do the like typical like like carnival music that da 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 and everything, but they just add their style to it. And I mean that was a very a very nice touch that I thought to be able to have that. The outfits that they were wearing in this music video, I thought were really, really outstanding. Honestly, like I was blown away by these outfits, that the men had on, and as well, just like I said, just some of the just the playing of like how they had their vocals going. Some of them were like low ends, and some of them are high. Right before the chorus, you had they had that little whisper first. That little sentence that they said, they just whispered something real quick, and then it just went straight into the chorus, and that was such a very nice play into it. So this song I would myself I would probably give it a 5 out of 5, to be honest. Like I said, I really enjoyed this thing. That's one thing. Stray Kids is coming here to the United States as well on tour. I have some people that are wanting to see it as well, so hopefully this song's on there. I do want to listen to their album because I'm sure it's gonna be very interesting. The Stray Kids is very well about like with their B-sides. I feel like a lot of their B-sides have a little bit more power to them compared to their title tracks. Sometimes, they've had some real good title tracks as well. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like some of their B-sides have a little bit more kick to them. But there's some groups like that. Like their title tracks are very well, but then once you listen to the B sides as well, it just it gives you a little bit more understanding of like that particular group and all. CGI in this music video was on point. I just love like the little camera tricks, and as well just like the certain motions that they had. Depending on like what the stance was of that particular scene. Just it really blended in so well with like everything. It just made the music video stand out a lot more. So that that was real great producing that they had. And yeah, once again, just the choreo was just, of course, on point with Stray Kids. They just have very outstanding choreographies. I'm really impressed by them. I wish I could try some of them, but I'm a little bit too old to be trying some of those moves and everything. So that's I kind of why shy away from boy groups, because they're able to extend and do those kind of like pop-ish moves and everything. I'm like, unfortunately, I'm not at that point where I could probably afford to move my body in such a way. But but yeah, just really looking forward to what Stray Kids brings out in the future. They're still a pretty young group, so I'm really excited to see what else they can come out with, going forward in the future. Now, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be a bigger name as well. They keep it up, especially after this tour. They're gonna make a name for themselves, so I'm really looking forward to it. Before we continue, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. So I'm going to give you some quick points on it. Anchor is an app that you could download either through Google or through the Apple Store. First and foremost, it is free. No memberships, no charges to get your podcast or even get it started. Completely free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. So it's very convenient. As well, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. That way it can be heard on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and on most major listening applications. And another good point is that you can actually make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. So whether you have a couple dozen listeners or even a couple thousand, there are ways that you can make money through Anchor. It's everything you need to make a podcast, all in one convenient place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. And moving on, we will now go to Loona, who also just had a comeback recent with Flip That. And they actually, with Flip That, they kind of went back to the little softer side, more of the, not necessarily like the girl crush, but not even like the maturity, but they went back kind of more to like a innocence and, like more like girlfriend-ish style, kind of like love of my life essence, pretty much. It's not the hardcore Loona that we were used to, from like So What and Paint This Town. And they kind of did like almost like a 180, with this release. But I can understand because it's the summer, so I'm sure they wanted to kind of be a little bit more tame, I guess. Not, it doesn't have to be something so heavy hitting, and they just wanted something a little bit more fresh and a little bit more fitting for, like I said, a summer release and everything, at springtime. So, this Flip That really fits in well with that stance. With the song in itself is very, very calming. It has its upbeat, tempo. So it's not necessarily like a full ballad, but it kind of has that stance of it. I would say it has a little bit structure like it. The chorus I feel is a little bit, plays a little bit safe. Just a flip that, do do. Anyway, that. They had that little part in there. Flip that, and then it just. It's still a little bit drawing, like the chorus is pretty drawn in it. Vocals are fire, of course. With Loona, they have amazing vocalists. The music video as well is very vibrant itself of colors. The girls are all dressed up and initially in the music video they're dressed up in these evening dresses, I would say evening dresses, very, very summery style. And then once they abandon it, they go into a more the same, like with these extravagant colors, very, very bright pastels, but a little bit more casualness to it. And it's just kind of like an in between of them both, and it fits their style very well, because they are, they're very young women, and just to be able to have that kind of mentality of, okay, they could be very mature if they want, but at the same token they can go back to just being, sweet and very very pleasant, I guess, to say the least. So, it fits in very well with Loona. Like I said, they didn't have to get too wild about it. They just kind of knocked it back down a bit, and but it's still in a style that Loona is very equipped with. It kind of has the same remnants of, I would say, like kind of like Butterfly, just where it has that a bit of that impact, because they actually already have a couple wins with this song, so that's very outstanding to hear for Loona. And yeah, the music video itself is just very, very vibrant with the colors. Like I said, the same kind of like with Kepler. It, just I mean it just extenuates everything. Just I mean very pleasing and just very inspiring. I guess I would say and it just it plays in very well to the manner of the song itself as all, and just being able to see them come back because apparently they're gonna have their world tour coming up too. So, um, oh, okay, so that's part of it too. That's one thing. Chew, that's something that was big. Thank you, that's one thing. Chew will be apparently. I think uh, she's removed or she's leaving Blackberry, and I don't know. I think they're still trying to find a way so she can still like participate with Loona and all, but it doesn't. She's not gonna be signed on with their company anymore. So that was major news, and as such, she's actually not gonna be involved in the world tours that are gonna be happening here in the U.S. So that was something in itself too. Like, oh my goodness. But all the best of luck to Chu. I don't know if she's gonna become more of an internet personality or she's gonna be still also making music kind of on the side. I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out, but just best of luck to her and best of luck to the girls. But very sad news right now with Loona. So, lastly, we are going to react to Nayeon. Like I said, she had her solo debut. Hold on. Shut up. Stupid computer. I don't care. Shut up. Sorry about that. So, yeah, we're going to react to Nayeon, who had her solo release of Pop. So, we'll get into that. So I'm sorry. So Loona, flip that. I would give it a 4 out of 5. Sorry, I forgot to give the scale of it. But yeah, Nayeon had her solo debut, I guess, or release, or however you want to describe it. Came out to much fanfare, I guess you could say. It was highly anticipated when she started releasing these teasers. And, so once she finally came out with it, apparently this is one of the chart breakers. So, real huge props to Nayeon, and, this I feel was a very perfect fitting for her, this song, So with Pop, it honestly plays so well with Nayeon's strengths. The vocalist, our primary vocalist, as well as her ability to hit high notes, and this song just showcased everything. It was out of the park for her, and you just get it's very cutesy, it's very bubbly, which is what we expect from Nayeon. There are bits of maturity in it as well, so it's not just necessarily her being adorable like she normally is. You also get little hints of her acting like her adult self, and this song was just an absolute knockout in my opinion. Like, I was very overwhelmed when I listened to the song, and then I also saw the video. JYP outdid himself with the production of it. We'll get into that. But just the song, like I said, is very, very bubbly, very, very adorable. It plays very well being poppy and not relying too heavily on like major electronic sounds, or uh, or electronic synths. I mean, of course, those tie into it as well, but it's mainly instrumental, and it just favors heavily on her vocals as well to drive it in home. And just yeah, out the her outfits and wardrobes were also just 10 for 10. You know, just like I said, everything about this song with Nayeon was, I honestly, a 10 for 10 for me, honestly. So I'm just gonna call it here. This was obviously a 5 for 5. Like, I didn't really believe I was gonna feel this way about this song, but honestly, this song was just, it completely blew my mind when I heard it. Just especially for this being her kind of solo release and everything. I was completely jaw to the floor when I heard it. I didn't realize this was like a song that we needed from her. Uh, and it kind of plays in now too. Like, okay, are we gonna be getting stuff from the rest of the girls? Like, are we gonna be able to see like solo activities as well? So that would be interesting. I've been saying it. And I hope it happens. We need a Chaeyeon song rap. Just her rap the whole song. That's exactly what we need. I really hope that this happens. JYP, if you are listening to this, you need to make this happen, sir. Please. We just need where Chaeyeon goes off in one song. That's all I need. Please. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. I'm sure a lot of people are asking that too. Just please make it happen, and we'll love you forever, JYP. uh, there's a joke in my group of friends that we say about JYP. I'm not gonna say it though. It's a little bit awkward. But just yeah, this. Oh man, like I said, I didn't believe I was gonna fall for this song like I did, but yeah. I mean, Nayeon just completely killed this this track. So just a way to go. And like I said, production was just completely stellar. Just CGI as well with it. Just of course it's JYP, so top tier production. Choreo was very, very, very bubbly, and just it ties into her so very well as well. Just being. I keep saying cutesy, but I don't want to say cutesy that moment. But just it's very Nayeon based, I guess. It just fits in so well to like her personality. Just like the song and yeah, the choreo and all that. So yeah, this was a very top tier song for me, honestly. But yeah, just props, major props, to everyone who was a part of that. So just yeah, for sure, keep an ear out for Pop. Just keep running it up, y'all. So that's, I guess, something with Twice. Apparently, their contracts are up for renewal too. Because this is the 7th year. We'll have to see what happens. There has been no mention or word yet about like any contract talks. It's kind of understandable too, but we'll just have to see what kind of news comes out. Hopefully it's all good news. But that's pretty much what's going on so far. We got some other music coming up. It's gonna be July, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna be getting a lot of summer hits. Kind of like this. We get a lot of bubbly music. Very, very dance based and everything. Nothing like, I guess, like more dark sense. That'll probably be in the fall. It's a little bit more heavy and more, I guess, dramatic sounding. But anything that's coming out now, I'm pretty sure is gonna be just high paced and just have all kinds of crazy sets, and just the aspects of the music videos are just gonna be full of color and everything, you know. But we'll see. I have to see, you know, what comes out. You know, they might throw us a curveball. Who knows? But yeah, you know, just that's pretty much gonna be it for me today. You know, thank you so much for tuning in. But before you go, the moon is beautiful, isn't it? Talk to you guys next time.